Do the right thing no matter what. Look about what's the right thing. I mean, what's right for me is not maybe right for you, or so. What is right? Right is actually what you perceive as a person based on your understanding about life, your knowledge, your experiences. You kind of have to yourself, okay, this is the list of things that are considered to be right, and these are the things considered to be wrong. And it's only from the perspective of the person himself. So the key thing is that, let's say this is defines your principle. Key is to follow your principles no matter what. And the day where you kind of find out that your principles are not really accurate, needs adjustment, needs to be changed, you got to be honest with yourself, and you need to readjust and modify your principles that you will continue to follow. So it is considered to be an evolving situation. Evolving situation. You're gonna start somewhere, and you gotta be honest with yourself, and you're gonna live your life, and you're gonna learn about new things, and you gotta be a person who's willing to adjust what's right and wrong in their table, so that it will follow what they believe is the correct principles. As long as we do that, and as long as we are honest with ourselves, then we are moving in the right direction. Now, for many, it seems to be kind of an obvious thing. I mean, there's no challenges in it. Maybe you're living in a country that's following process, and they're very have integrity as an important part of the process. So you don't really feel there's any challenges. But eventually, with time, you will face challenges. Challenges that will lean you to do something it's wrong. Maybe because there's a girl that you can get, or maybe you can get some more money out of it, or maybe a job that you can win. Regardless, but whatever activity you need to do, it's the wrong thing. That's where the test comes in. Are you willing to follow for what I call materialistic gain, and give up for the spiritual potential or gain you're in? If you favor materialistic gain, that's the start of the end of your spirituality. Spirituality is all about following what you believe is right. Are you willing to kind of work and strive yourself for the spiritual gain to sustain and grow, even though you may lose materialistic gain? And that's a question for everyone. And it's a tricky thing, because people can only see the materialistic gain. They can see more money. They can see more, better status in their job. They can see all that, but they don't really see the spiritual gain. What do you mean by that? Spiritual gain is something much more deeper than any materialistic thing you may think about. It is very deep, but it requires you to actually follow through and experience it. If you don't experience the gain itself, there's no way I can explain to you or describe to you the beauty of spiritual gain. You have to put trust in it. You have to actually say to yourself, I'm going to put on the side materialistic gain, I'm going to push for the spiritual gain. And once you go through the tunnel to the other end, you're going to realize the beauty of spirituality and the spiritual gain that you may have lost. I know it's a very confusing thing, but it comes down materialistic gain and the spiritual gain. I'm a person who's trying to work on promoting the spiritual gain, while the majority of our era is focusing on the materialistic gain, and it's not a simple thing. The best example I can give really is your TV. If you have a TV standard resolution and you're watching it, you may enjoy it. There's colors, you think it's great, everything. I come and I tell you, look, my friend, I can give you a high definition TV. It's like, but you're like, I think that's good enough. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's high definition. I try to describe to you, but it's not gonna work out. So the best thing I can do is I say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you a high definition TV for a month free, so that you experience the definition and get used to the beauty of the definition. that's when you will say, oh, no, 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 I cannot go back to standard anymore. It's gotta be, and that's the thing with spirituality. You gotta experience it, and once you experience it, you're gonna say, no way, I'm gonna go back again. I love it right there. So it's a little bit confusing, but that's the main target of all the efforts I'm working on: how to appreciate spirituality and the spiritual gain. But it has to go through experience and trust, and that's why it's not that easy to kind of prove. In the next YouTube, I want to talk about the King of all kings in spirituality, and Jesus Christ. And I'm going to explain to you why he is the master and why he has actually probably felt emotions and pleasures that no one felt it because of his, behavior and what he has done. Okay? Till next time.